Our phone bill was high, so I looked it up and discovered a horrible truth. Update. Hi everyone, welcome back to another Reddit cheating story. Before we start, please hit the subscribe button and click the notification bell so you won't miss another cheating story goes live. I sorted out a little sit-down chat, and explained that what we were doing wasn't working for me, and that unless things changed that would be the end of this relationship. I explained how embarrassed I was that I was having to beg her to do the work, and that if it continued I would just be gone. That I wouldn't hang around to explain, just that I would go with no further warnings. All details changed, and would that I be uncontactable for her ever again. She fell into the familiar "I don't know how to fix it, I don't know why it happened." She did still want me and our future to be together, etc. I calmly explained that unless she figured out she needed to do some soul searching and come back to me with demonstrable changes, this is over. I am not going to spend even the next 6 months waiting for what I feel is an appropriate response. I asked her to do her own research, read the books, and check in with me next week and have a discussion about what she has read and learned. After this, I will suggest the polygraph test to confirm what she has given me. After checking the internet history the next day, I saw that she immediately looked for new places to stay, as well as very basic affair recovery sites. I confronted about wanting to run away, and said that if that was what she wanted she could clear all the bank accounts, take whatever she wanted from the house, and that I'd even help get her started on solo life again. That wasn't what I wanted, but if that was the solution we ended up with, so be it. When I explained that I would get half of her savings too, she cried. After that she seems like she has started to do more of the work, finally. There has been an outline of a timeline at least, not yet finished, some reading done. I am sad that again her first instinct was to run and hide from the problems she brought to this relationship. But happy that maybe she realizes how close to the end of the line we are, and if not that this will soon be over. If I am honest, I am still pessimistic about this leading to full R. It has been a bit difficult to be around. She keeps picking fights with me about my mum's misspelled birthday card and second-hand gift cards. I said that it isn't the issue we are dealing with. After everything, you're lucky they even talk to you. I'm hoping, always hoping, that it's just a vent frustration of the are not going according to her plan, and that things will level out when she does the work or realizes that I'm no longer the man she needs. For me, I am more comfortable now with having the whole thing end. If she doesn't do the work for the next check-in we are done, hard line set, that feels like a relief to me. I am confident I have done more than my fair share of trying to heal, and that if she doesn't that I would have no problems leaving. Ball is in her court, so now I just have to wait and see if we are worth it to her or not. I know I will be happy either way, and that makes me a happier person today than I was in the past 18 months. Here are some of the best comments from our community. It was a good move to do the job and clear the fog for her, but it's time to protect yourself too now. For example, you should open a separate account with half savings in case she tries to run away. The remorse according to your post is not here yet. Of course, the fact that she started reading books about affairs is a good sign. How much time, man? It's been 18 months. 1.5 years. I definitely wouldn't stay for so much time. I believe reconciliation is only possible with immediate remorse and when they immediately are out of the fog and start doing the work. You waited for a while at first, but that's fine. It's been 18 months now. How much more? You deserve happiness as well. Here is the second story. My girlfriend has been having a hard time making friends, but not an AP. I'm just not in a good spot right now. We have been in a long-distance relationship since last July as she is getting her master's degree. When this started 2 months ago, she had interviews for medical school, studying for her MCAT, and then class on top of that, so I knew she was busy. She met this guy 5 months ago in her class that she got along with, and I was happy about it because she can have a hard time making friends. I just found out last night after she fell asleep on my lap. I had a sneaking suspicion for a few months because she was starting to communicate less than she usually did, so I went through her texts. I found her asking him to have sex and saying "don't make me beg." The worst part is, he is in a long-distance relationship as well. I confronted her and she admitted to it. She is more mad at herself than I am at her. At this point I just feel numb and betrayed. She told me he has been trying for more than 2 months, but she kept telling him no until she didn't. She said this has been a thing for 2 months but have only had sex 5 times, which at first she said she didn't know how many. She also said that they planned on breaking it off once school was over, but that makes me feel even shittier because it was planned out. We are currently on vacation and this is the 3rd day out of 5. I spent so much money on this place as a birthday present / Valentine's Day present to both of us. I do have a full-time job so that money isn't the issue. I haven't left or kicked her out yet, I have just been trying to talk to her to understand why. This woman is the love of my life and I want to reconcile, but I've always been so against cheating, so it is making it hard. I've been reading posts on here and the community really seems like they care. I need a little of that right now. Thank you all in advance. Update: I wrote the above part out the day after D-Day. We didn't end up leaving vacation early, which I'm happy about because there wouldn't have been even a chance to recover the relationship. I've gotten her to block his number and Instagram, as that was the two ways they communicated. Apparently her friends have known about this since it started and were not in support and even tried to get her to stop. A few of them have even cut her out of their lives. I've met all of them down there and it was nice to hear that I have support from people I've only met a few times in my life. I also feel like I need to get into IC sooner than later. I'm afraid to tell my friends as I know they will all say leave her. Here are some of the best comments from our community. I'm sorry you're going through this. There's a bit of a road ahead of you, so my advice would be to give yourself time to process. Reach out to the group when you need help or support. There's also a ton of books and resources out there that can help you understand and start to deal. The first one I read was Not Just Friends by Shirley Glass. It really gave me insight to how this all unfolded and helped a lot in those first weeks. Here is the third story. She became my dream wife after she confessed. Is this all fake? My 30M wife, 32F, cheated on me with a colleague of hers for 3 months. It was an emotional affair turned physical affair. But eventually she confessed on her own. She told me in December last year. Since then she has been trying everything in her power to make it right with me. She is doing individual therapy, reading books, listening to podcasts, never blames me for her affair and is all around a dream wife. But I can't really bring myself to trust her on anything, as my mind always goes back to her cheating whenever I see her trying hard, like why didn't you do it before cheating? We have just been married for 3 years. So that's another point I can't overlook. We should still be in the honeymoon phase and yet somehow she cheated so early. What happens when we get older and more pressure points open up in our marriage? But I feel real guilty about my feelings, since she is trying so hard, and even though her actions say otherwise, I know that she does love me more than anything. But on the other hand, I don't want to go through the painful process of reconciliation. I would love some perspective from people who might have been in my shoes. Here are some of the best comments from our community. I don't think you have anything to be ashamed about. Cheating is a big deal, and even if you reconcile, then you will never forget. You pointed it out perfectly. You are newly married, so if she's cheating now, then what happens later? It is a valid concern. If I were you, I would take a hard look at your wife the way she is right now. Knowing what you know about her, if you met her today, would you want to spend the rest of your life with her? There is no perfect choice. Just lots of less bad choices. Thank you for watching, and don't forget to subscribe and turn on the notification bell for any future cheating stories.